Hey guys, welcome back to YouTube, and today we are going to be going over Cash, a returning fan favorite back into the map pool, the first time ever in CS2 at least. This is the first time it's been back in the map pool since 2019 when it got replaced by Vertigo. So I am going to give my review and talk about what I think about the map, what I think about the gameplay so far, how do I feel about it, and what's going on with everything. So first things first, I want to talk about optimization. The map feels great. I did not once ever have any stutters. There wasn't any issues with FPS I've ever had, even though there was really not much texture intensive, is what I've noticed from the game, and or even in the map in general. But I think the map overall is pretty solid when it comes to the optimization. I'm pretty shocked with this. Usually when they come out with a new map or when they bring back a map, there's always some optimization issues. There's always maybe some things that ruin or drops the FPS or maybe causes a game to crash. But this one, not a single one. I've played about 10 games so far, and it's great. So far, it's added in everything except Premiere, as you would say, of course, meaning that we probably won't get this in Premiere till after the major. So basically, I'll say after June, maybe late June, early July. This probably won't be in Premiere. So I guess they're using this as a test to see if there's any bugs or any situations they need to remove or add before they add it to the active map pool, at least when it comes to Premiere. So far, first thing, the design of it. I love it. This gives more of a empty mall. So like there's a lot of different areas that I really like. I really like how they redid CT spawn. I think CT spawn is really, really cool when it comes to that kind of aspect of it. It was very different for the most part. It looked really, really cool for the most part. A lot of changes on the site. So for example, B-site for the most part is the same. I think overall, I need people to understand the map flow in general, or how the core map was in general, is still really, really solid. Nothing really changed from it for the most part. I think to really understand it is that the map in general is somewhat the same. They kind of reskinned it, is what feels like it for the most part. And for the most part, it is still the same, right? I do think that they definitely built this map from the ground up. They took, of course, the whole general layout of Cash, of old Cash, and they just reskinned it. Basically, they added new fonts to it. They changed how some places look. There's some different things about it. Also, side note, I liked how they had these 3 different vents, and they are added a 4th one recently, and then they left the 3rd one open. Now, I'm not gonna say it. Maybe people can argue and say that this is a link to Half-Life 3, maybe, or Valve is just teasing us, so who knows what's gonna happen. But I do agree that it's gonna be pretty interesting to see what they mean by that. I love how they're using Cash as a way to troll us for Half-Life 3, so that's also a little funny thing about it. But I think overall, Cash is still a very, very solid map. I think, again, there are some tweaks with it. I know there were some audio issues they recently just fixed, which is really cool. They have been really, really on top of it, right? They've went in, they made sure that everything that needs to be fixed is fixed. So far, the map pool looks really, really cool. I don't see any issues with Cash. I love Cash. Cash is like an all-time favorite map of mine. It's a very nice map. It's really simple, right? I think that's also the thing about it, is there's nothing too complicated about this map. There's no secret entrance. Yeah, you could talk about vents, but for the most part, it's a very basic map, right? It's nice, basic map. It's easy to understand and easier to master, right? So I think with that is, it's good that the map is back into the active map pool, right? I do think it's probably going to be another month or so before we get it into Premiere, at least not until after the major, I will say, right? So definitely not until maybe after June. I will say that we won't get into Premiere, but I really do like this. Now, would this mean that Cobblestone will come back? That is also another issue or another question that we need to know, because this is going to be interesting to see how they're going to bring Cobblestone back. Is it going to be the new Cobblestone, or is it old Cobblestone just reskinned like how they did it with Cash? It's going to be pretty interesting what they bring back, right? Now, with Cash being back, it brings open a lot of opportunities on what maps they're going to bring back or what maps they're going to redesign also. So it's going to be really interesting to see how they change it and how they really use this way of reskinning maps and what to use it for competitive side of it. Again, the esports scene is a very big portion. I would say like 70% of the reason why people play Counter Strike, right? So seeing which one is really a competitive integrity when it comes to playing the map and all, but I'm pretty interested to see what they do with this new map. I know Cash is again a fan favorite. A lot of people love this map, but now we're gonna see on which map is gonna get replaced now. Which map is gonna be out of the active rotation? So leave a comments down below on what you guys think is gonna be removed from the active map pool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching and goodbye.